Morning. Man, my beard's all fluffy. Sorry, I turn on the camera and I'm like, oh my word, I look like a, it's nuts. Morning, 1:03, and I'm just getting ready to pack up. I didn't show you this last night, so I was pitched in here, a beautiful spot. We had a little bit of rain last night. Last night was the first night I got to hang out with other thru hikers and just have a good time. I did that a couple times in the Smokies, but this has been a long time, so last night was a long time since I actually got to hang out with them. So I hung out with Bright Eyes, Bluebird, and Sam and her dog, and we all hung out right over here by the fire pit, and made our dinners and chatted, and it felt really good. It was really good. It was a really good experience. And they both had their tents in there, and Sam and her doggy slept in here. Then we had two section hikers come in it wasn't dark, but it was late, and they set up in here. But I'm gonna tear this tent down. I'm 90% packed up. Just got to drop the tent. I just wiped the tent down with my cloth and got all the stuff off it, letting it dry just a smidge. I'm gonna pull that down. I'm wearing my sleep shirt into town today. That Jolly Gear shirt is nasty, and I mean nasty. And if I smell it that bad, I'm not wearing that into town. So today's an in-town day, so I'm wearing my sleep shirt that I have for the sleeping in, and it smells a lot better than that one. Yeah, normally when I'm out for 4 or 5 days, I find a place to clean up. I'll rinse the shirt completely out, and I'll wash up and everything. And I just haven't found that. I haven't had the time, haven't found it. Just didn't present itself this 6-day, 5-day stretch. So anyways, I'm wearing a clean shirt. Hiker funk is real. Anywho, with that, we'll get stepping. I got like 6.5, 7 miles into the bed and breakfast. I guess I just walk a short distance and it's right there off the trail, so that's exciting. And I should be there hopefully around noon, 1 o'clock-ish, and enjoy that. And we got to go over Big Hump. Went over Little Hump last night, and we're right in between them. So we got to go up over Big Hump this morning, first thing right out the gate, right up over that sucker. We didn't come down too far into here. You see the trees are really short and stuff. We're still really high elevation. I think we're 4,700 feet, 4,800 feet right here. And Big Hump is like 55. So it's still a pretty significant climb, but we go up over that, and then it's pretty much all downhill to I-19. So let's do it. And I just also wanted to say thank you all for watching. I don't say that enough. Your comments and you watching is, just means a lot to us. And I say us because Wendy and Jen are still helping me with the YouTube channel and stuff. Jen fields a lot of the comments. I do my best to do that, but I'm so busy out here with work, with video editing, and hiking. I mean, through hiking is legit, people. I totally underestimated that. I've said that 100 times, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and I create a lot of work. I know that. I choose to tent. Tenting does take an extra 15 minutes at night. It takes an extra 15 minutes in the morning, an extra, packing up and dealing with that. But I get to enjoy my stuff more, and I get to enjoy my space more, and I get to enjoy my time more. I like camping, and I get to enjoy it. So it's a lot of work out here, people, but you get to stay at nice, awesome places like this when you tent. I mean, this was a beautiful tent site. Absolutely beautiful. Lots of spots for really nice flat tenting. I mean, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tents. There's room for 3 more tents out back there. There's room for 2 tents right there. Just up across the way, there's room for 3 or 4 more tents. It's just a beautiful area for tenting. And last night we had I was in my tent, I hear all this brush cracking and snapping, and I'm like, what is that? And right here, like my tent's right here, and literally right there in the trees was just a herd of deer. And I poked my head out and I said, what are you guys doing? And they crouched down, and they crouched down. I could just see the tops of their backs going out through the... I'm a mumbler. I can mumble all day. See ya. Let's get this done. Oh, also, while I'm thinking about it, last night and most nights I sleep, I'll have one fly open. I'll have one fly all the way open and buckled up. And last night I did that, and I woke up in the middle of the night and I heard rain coming in. Not in the tent. I heard rain coming in through the trees. And with the Z packs, you'd have to get up and get 3/4 way out of your bag. You have to get all the way out to the buckle. The buckle's like way out in here, and the buckle's on the outside of the fly, and it is a pain in the tuchus to deal with. In the middle of the night, you're 3/4 out of your bag, your elbows are out in the mud trying to get that buckle buckled. It's a real pain. I woke up, heard the rain coming in. These are magnetic right here. I just flipped a magnet, little strap, unhooked that, just reached up from inside the tent and just slid this down. It's easy as that. And you don't have to go all the way down. Like I zipped it down to about there, and then I still got good airflow, but it creates a dam so the water can't just get in the tent easy. Love this tent. Love it, love it, love it. And until that breaks, and I usually hate my purchases. You can ask Jen. I always find something to gripe about. Love this tent. I would not change it for the world. Love it. Oh, and there was 2 Durstons here last night. Both of them could not get their frame set right. They fiddled with it, and it was because of uneven ground. There's nice flat spots, but you get that tent stretched out, and it's a little high on this side, a little low on this corner, a little low on this corner, a little high on that corner, but you have a nice flat spot in the middle that you're laying on. Them Durstons will not pitch. I mean, they had huge valleys in their frame, and their heads were rubbing on them. They were complaining about them. So anyways, love, love, love this tent. All right. All packed up, monkey on the back, stepping. I got my poles adjusted. I got my first electrolytes mixed for the day. I did my stretching. I found that static stretching for 30 seconds minimum is key, and that takes a lot of time. You can spend 2-3 hours stretching your whole body, but I focus on the tender spots, the stiff spots, mainly my feet, my ankles, my thighs. But 30 seconds, I found static stretching works best. And you gotta stretch. It's hard to stretch because you get up and you wanna go. You wanna go. Once you get your tent packed and everything ready, it's hard to stay, okay, now I wanna stop and stretch. But stretch. It's important. I've noticed huge differences. And learn to count to 30 or get a stopwatch, because there's a magic thing that happens. You can feel it, and I can feel it now. Between 20 and 30 seconds, that calf muscle, the tendon, whatever it is, you can feel it start to really release between 20 and 30 seconds. And my sore spots, I've gotten so I'll do 35, almost 40 seconds. And I'm the last one out of camp like usual. I actually do that for a reason. I have passed nobody out here on trail. So when I leave early, I've left early multiple times on the first one out. And then I got to deal with them passing me all day. I got to pull over and stop and wait, pull over, stop and wait. And my method to hiking is I step. I get in a rhythm and I step. I have my electrolytes mixed. I drink when I'm on flat spots. I take photos for you guys. I'll stop and take a quick photo or a quick video at the beautiful sections, but I step. And I'll step for 3 to 5 miles to that 3-hour mark, and then I'll take a packs off break. But if I'm the first one out, it's like driving on a highway and having cars come up on your rear bumper, and it just rattles me out here. It's like I deal with that in the Matrix. I haven't got to deal with it out here. So that's why I like to leave last too. And most hikers are up and gone, by 8 o'clock. So by leaving around 9-ish, it works for me. The other awesome thing, you see all this grass in the trails? It's sopping wet. If you let all them leave first, they dry a lot of that out. So you're not getting drenched. There's a method to my madness. But when I start getting more miles and start getting to where I can push, I'll just get up and go. And I probably won't deal with so many people passing me then either. But those days are coming. I feel stronger every day. And I say that today because I'm hiking out and I have no food on my back. And everything's light, even though it's been raining on me for 2 days. The pack inevitably, see how grown in this trail is? the pack inevitably gets heavier with all the moisture in the air. Like everything absorbs water and it just adds an extra pound. But the pack is still the lightest it's going to be. It has been for the 5 days. So, but I do feel stronger. I feel stronger every day. It's amazing how the body can heal and grow and change out here. So, and I hope and pray that other thru hikers experience the same thing. I don't know if it comes out, but look at that coloring up through that meadow and those trees. That's the stuff I love. Like I could stand here and just watch that for 5 minutes. Watch the clouds flow through the trees. That's the stuff I just love out here. Love it. Along with many other things.
Deepest slopes of the valley I'm in, to the ocean depths where I'm without air to breathe. From the stormy path where I lost my way, you have made a way and you've made it plain for me.
So I'm sitting here at Bradley Gap. That's a big hump in the clouds right behind me. I really think the sun's gonna win this battle. So I'm not in a rush today. I'm actually gonna sit here. I got a nice rock to sit on. I'm gonna sit here and make a coffee. I'm gonna use my bag as a windbreak for my stove, and I'll make a coffee. I'll set my stove right down in here and use my bag as a windbreak. I'm gonna sit here and make a coffee, enjoy a coffee and a few snacks I have left, and pray for the sun to win the battle. I'd really like to have a nice view up there. Don't need it, but I'm not in a rush, so I'm gonna sit here for an hour. It's 9:45 now. I'll get stepping around 10:45, and let's pray for some views. I got the coffee all ready to go or pour over. It's my last bit of coffee. And a little taste of home. This is the Tokes pot I got. I got a big pot because I use a lot of water at night. I make a tea and I make a meal, and I like my hydrated meal a little bit watery because I like a soup. I love it. I have the BRS stove underneath here, and I run these little cans. These little cans seem to work okay for a 5-day stretch. I don't know how, but they do. And the Tokes has this nice handle, so I haven't got to do the insulation around the grips. So it keeps it light, and the Tokes pot itself is a lot lighter than my Bush Buddy pot, even though I love my Bush Buddy pot. This is lighter by about, I think, almost a full ounce. And it has this nice catch on the ring, so this can't flop over. It has this little slide here where you can slide it, and then you pick it up and slide it over, and it won't flop down, so you can always grab it. It won't burn your fingers, and pick it up and check your water. So the other reason I got the Tokes pot is finding a pot that pours good is really hard, and the pour on this Tokes is amazing. You have amazing control, absolutely amazing control. And most of these pots, they just don't pour good, but this pot, even without a spout, pours amazing. And these doing pour over coffee, that's really where it's at, and I suck at it. And Jen right now watching this video is screaming at me. She knows how to do it way better than I do, but the pour on these Tokes, this pot especially, the pour is amazing. I don't know how they did it. It's the creation of the lip. I don't know how, just the way they've made that lip on the pot. And when we were at Trail Days, I was asking them to see how it poured, and they looked at me like I had 10 heads. They had to go steal water from Sawyer, which was right next door, Sawyer Filters, and bring water over for me so I could test pouring out of the pot. They were like, what? How does the water pour? It's a pot. And they just don't get it. I mean, I don't think too many people bring a pour over system out on a thru hike, but I love it. I won't change it. I like my little taste of home. And right now I got gas to spare, so the water cools so quickly when you're doing this pour over. So I'll pour some water in there, and then I'll put it back on the pot. And because I'm headed into town today, I'm not worried about fuel. Normally I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't let the water, the flame keep going. But this is literally my last boil off this tank. So I'll keep my coffee nice and hot, because the one downside is out here in nature, it's cool out here, and when you do these pour overs, the coffee gets, cooled pretty quickly during this process. But my insulated cup, this cup here is insulated, and it keeps the coffee really warm. So I really like that whole system. I love this whole system. It works really well. And how do I clean the filter? That's always a big question. In my pot kit, I get a cap. I stole this off a Coca-Cola bottle. I poke a little hole in it, in this cap. It's a little tiny hole, and you fiddle around with it. You get it so it'll stream right. And then what I do is I just spin it on top of the smart water bottle, and I use this cap to hose out that filter. And it uses a very little bit of water because you have this little stream. And this cap weighs like nothing. So I just keep this in my meal kit. We take this cap on the bottom, on the smart water bottle. You just spray it out like so. I don't know if you can see that. This is my cook system. The BRS gets wrapped up in this cloth here. My little cap goes in here. I put this bottle on top of a cloth so that it doesn't rust the bottom of the pot. I keep my mini Bic in a Ziploc bag just for extra water protection. I have a little scrubby. In here in case I need to scrub the pot for some reason. And then this coffee filter, you kind of clip on itself like this, and it sets right in there. And then I put the bag on, and then I have a Dyneema bag, and you put the pot inside there. You get the bag inside there, and you just cinch it down. And this is what it looks like all done. So this bag keeps everything together and keeps the cover on the pot, and you're good to go. Well, it's been an hour. Coffee was good. Hope you enjoyed the video. I got my words all janked up. That's me, a little dyslexic. I use pot in place of bag and bag in place of pot, but I think you got the gist of how my cook system works. Hope you enjoyed that. It did not clear off, but it's still beautiful here. It's absolutely beautiful. And I hope you still get to enjoy that. But I have 1,700 plus miles to go. We'll have some more amazing, epic days. So we'll catch them when we catch them. So let's do this. Get to step in and get up over this monster and get into our Nero day. Check this out. God is good. Look at this. Woo! Look at this. Like, it's literally clearing right before my eyes. Like, I was sitting down there making coffee, talking to you, and it was raining on me. This is literally clearing right in front of me, right as I'm filming this. Whew.
As I walk this road with my heart on my sleeve, in the darkest night there are voices calling out to me. Will you stay with
Big Hump Mountain, 5,587 feet. Day 103 on the trail. I could not be more excited. Whew. It don't get much better than this to me. I love it. I am blown away. I am doing all I can not to be crazy emotional in this video, but it is awesome. Whew. So I'm sitting up here just loving every minute of it. I could sit here all day. I cannot explain it. Like, I'm just trying to absorb this like into my soul. And it makes no sense. I know you guys think I've lost my marbles and gone cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but I really haven't. When this stuff happens to me, I just got to stop and take it in. So I was sitting here and I broke out my little monocular I brought. And that is a tower over there. That is a monster tower. It's probably what's giving me cell service to send some of the stuff out to my family. But look at the change in my face. It's so crazy to see myself in the videos. Every 5-6 days out here, my body changes so fast. It's insane, the power of the human body and how we were created. It's absolutely insane. And I have never in my wildest dreams would think that it could happen like this. But it can, and whew, wow, yeah. The Smokies was great. Big Bald was breathtaking. Something about this place, the vista, the view, what just happened coming up that mountain. This is probably, once again, one-upped. It's just this moment one-upped everything prior to this step. So I'm taking it in. Whew. I'm in total bliss right now, like beyond. I've never felt so at peace. And I mean that. And I've had a pretty blessed life, and my life in comparison has been pretty good overall. But everyone has struggles. I've had struggles. We all have struggles. It's in here. But this brings me peace. I can't explain it. I've never been so happy. And I can't remember how long. I don't know if I've ever been this happy. And to get to see this and experience this is just amazing. These birds just chilling up here on this mountain, on these rocks. Oh, would that be fun or what? Look at that. That would be so fun. That deer was right here to my left and jumped out over these briar bushes. Full jump. It had to have been 5 feet in the air, straight up. I couldn't get it on video. I was trying to get my camera out. And I ran down there and was walking away. Woohoo! One more state down, leaving North Carolina. I think we're going into Tennessee. And I'm in Tennessee until Virginia. And that deer just helped walk me out of North Carolina. If anyone's watching these videos and taking notes of the trail, on the back side of that that hump, big hump. It is quite the scramble. GoPro's dead, so I've been using the phone today, but I can't record that stuff. But it has been nuts. It's been big rocks for a solid mile now. Rocks, steps, roots, and it is steep. And it's a heck of a scramble. So just a heads up, you come off the backside of that headed northbound. I personally have found this to be harder than coming out of the Great Smoky Mountains. The Great Smoky Mountains was pretty insane descent, but it was nice, pretty straight, a lot of nice steps. This has been extremely gnarly, rock-wise, root-wise, pretty, but it's been real. So just so you know. I don't know how this would come out, but look at that wall of rocks. This is so cool down in here. And this is what we've been coming down over. Not that, but I mean, it's been all rocky up in here. Look at that wall. It's gotta be 200 yards of rock wall. It's gotta be 50 feet high. I know cameras do this no justice, but I wanted to show it to you. It's epic. Really, really epic. Still going down. Honestly, I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but it is down. You gotta hope for good knees. I do really good with downs, but my right knee is getting a little twitchy. I mean, it has been crazy amount of down. And people think like down is easy, but again, you gotta lower your body down, like you're holding your body weight back. It's not like you're walking on some flat surface. This is the flattest down I've had, which is why I'm recording. But it's a lot of work to go down over that distance. And when you're going down for so long, your muscles don't get to change. Like you don't get to go up a little bit and then use different muscles and give other muscles a break. You're just using that one set of muscles the whole time. And it's hard. Woohoo! Oops. Man, my britches are gonna probably become like that. I won't sit in there, I'd probably break it. She said come out here to the road and turn left. And it's right there, I don't know, we'll see. 3-minute walk, probably a 10-minute for me. Most hikers normally run, but to my speed. Let's do the road walk. Well, I gotta say, this really sucks. You're out in the woods, and then all of a sudden, you have this traffic coming at you at 70 miles an hour. It's freaking nuts. These suckers gotta be doing 70. You laughing at me, but I'm not kidding. It is stupid. But it says they have a Mountain Harbor hiker trail entrance. Woo-hoo. Let's do another hiker trail. Anything to get me off that road, I'll take it.